Hey everyone, as promised, I decided to do a short video on the 21 Day Fix containers. I call it my Build-A-Meal. Um, it's not perfect, but it's what I use to go by to make my lunches and my breakfast and all that throughout the day. According to the chart that's in your book, I am in the 1500 to 1799 calorie range. So that calls for me to have 4 greens, 3 of the purples, 2 of the reds, 3 of the yellows, and then 1 each of the blue and the orange. So what I did was I started using these containers to make my salads. And I also use them to get me through as far as what I do for breakfast and what I do for the snacks and then the rest of the day. So again, it's not perfect, but it's what I use and it's helped me so far. So anyway, I will use this little clear container so you can see through it. But what I did was we'll start with the breakfast part of the deal. I will drink my shake in the mornings. That's one of my proteins, which is the reds. I'll use one of them in the morning, and I will have a banana with it. Like if I'm using strawberry or vanilla, I'll put the banana in it, and that will count as one of the proteins and one of the fruits. So that knocks out one of those, and that leaves me with 3 of those left for the day. And then when I get to work, now I plan this out the way I do my work schedule. When I get to work, I normally get a first break around 9ish, 9:30ish, because I've already had my shake at 7. So around 9ish or 9:30, which is about 2.5 hours later. And I stress the importance of trying to get something every few hours, because that keeps your metabolism up. Because if you're working out in the mornings, you're going to have your metabolism already up, but you're going to need to keep it up. So that's what the whole eating every few hours is going to do. Now, again, back to my break. I normally take it around 9:30 or 10. And what I do is I use one of my purples, my fruits. Now keep in mind, I've already had one, and I have to have at least 3 of those, okay? So that leaves me with 2 left. So what I'll do is I normally get the Activia yogurt. No particular reason. I get made fun of at work about it because it's Activia. But the reason why I go with Activia is because I just like the way it tastes. That's it. I'm not a Chobani girl. I'm not a Yoplait. I like Activia. I like the way it tastes. I just like it. So I mean, you can go with your own preference as far as that. And if I'm not mistaken, yogurt falls under the let me pull it up here real quick. Like, falls under the blue, the healthy fats. No, I was wrong. It's not that. Yogurt falls under the red, the proteins. That's what I thought. Okay. No, I was thinking blue, but it's red. Anyway, yogurt falls under red. So what I'll do is I'll have another red, and I'll have another purple. So I'll eat one purple that's got my strawberries and my grapes in it. Sometimes it's all strawberries, sometimes it's all grapes, sometimes it's mixed. Or I'll get an apple. I'll get one of those. I try to keep my diet as clean as possible, but I may get an apple, I may get a banana. But most of the time, it's always yogurt and some sort of purple fruit. So there goes that. I put this in a little Ziploc baggie, and there's my mid-morning snack. Now for lunch. Now I've already had 2 proteins, which is the reds, and 2 of the greens. So that leaves me with 2 left. All right, of each. So for my veggies, of course, I've got my salad, and this is just a mix of lettuce and tomato. I don't have it in here right now, but I'll throw some broccoli in here. Some carrots are in here. I love broccoli in my salads. I think it's a really good source of folic acid for women, and that's what we need. But anyway, I'll mix it up, and I'll put it in this green Now keep in mind these containers look very small, but once I get done with this, you're gonna know that you can get through this. But anyway, this is my little salad bowl that I take to work. And then I'll put my veggies in it. And then that knocks out another green. And then I will put what I started doing, and again, this falls along with this not perfect thing, is we have a yellow for carbs. Wheat bread is what I go with for my carbs. You can have one slice. To be honest with you, I say it's perfectly okay to have you a turkey sandwich to go along with it if you would like. I got out of the habit of fixing the turkey sandwich just because I don't have a whole lot of time these days for lunch, so I just eat the salad. So what I started doing, and this falls under a veggie category too, but it's a good source of protein as well. What I'll do is I'll cook me some kale. Everybody knows I like kale, so I'll take kale and olive oil and some little bit of salt and pepper, and I will put it in my yellow, my carbs. Now I'm supposed to have 3 of these. I don't get the 3. I really don't. Sometimes I'll get the other 2, maybe at supper that night, but to be honest with you, I don't get the full 3 every day. So anyway, I'll give me some kale, and I'll saute it in olive oil and some salt and pepper, and I'll put it in my salad as well. And that is that. All right. Then I will throw in my protein. Now, what I've been doing with my proteins is whatever kind of meat that I have. Today I went with little cubed ham. You can use turkey. We had deer meat for supper tonight, and it's in the book. Venison is a good source of protein. It's lean, and it's actually better than beef. Again, we live in the South. I'm not going to worry with, you know, oh, I can't have it because it's not, you know, grilled or fried, it's not grilled, it's not baked or whatever. I just pick whatever meat that we've had that night, or just whatever I want to go with. A lot of times I'll take some chicken and I'll cut it up, or if we've had pork chops, I'll cut it up. But just any kind of meat will fall in with your protein. Now, granted, a big heaping juicy steak will not be, you know, don't chop up a whole steak and throw it in there, but you know, you kind of know which way you want to go. You can use fish. I've used fish before and it was really good. But anyway, I'll take my red and I'll put it on top of my salad. And then that knocks out 1 each of the veggies or the greens and the reds again. So now I'm only left with 1 each. So that falls in with the supper deal. Piece of meat, some steamed veggies. There you go. You've knocked that out for the day. I mean, if you know me personally, you know that a lot of times we won't eat at home. We'll eat with his family, and I'll go with what she has. I'll have my veggie and I'll have my meat, whatever she's got going on. There goes my other 2 for the day. Now, again, I'm only supposed to have 1 of the blue, and the healthy fats, cheese. I'll take me some shredded cheese, and I will pour it all over my salad because I like to have cheese in my salad. If you like eggs in your salad, boiled eggs, you can take and chop up some boiled eggs and that's another source of protein. If you don't want meat, you can do some boiled eggs. And there you go. There's your salad. And here you go. I mean, it doesn't look like much when it's in its little containers, but once you make your meal out of it, you got a pretty decent sized salad going on here. Now I'm only supposed to have 1 of the salad dressings. Again, this little bitty old thing is not going to cover what I want to do for my salad. If you like me, you like to have some salad dressing on your salad. What I do is get some fat-free ranch. I will use some Italian dressing, some vinaigrette, because that's really good. The vinegar in it's really good. And I'll go over a little video with talking about apple cider vinegar one of these days, because that's a really good thing to do if you can stomach it. So what I'll do is it normally takes 2 of these. Again, it calls for 3 of my carbs, and I just don't get enough in, so I kind of cheat a little bit. I get, you know, I told you before, it's not perfect, so I'll get 2 of these, and there's my salad dressing, and I have finished out half my day. I've got my breakfast, I've got my mid-morning snack, and I've got my salad. Now, in the afternoons, about 2 or 3 hours later, because you know I've had my break about 9:30 or 10. I'll take my lunch about 11:30 or 12. Then we have a break. Sometimes I take one, sometimes I don't. Just depends on time. If I do, it's anywhere between 1:30 and 2. And what I will do is I will either get me a banana or an apple. I like to go with apples because one apple has the same, is the equivalent of 1 cup of coffee. So that afternoon when you're starting to feel kind of dragged and you know you're dragging along and you don't really feel like doing anything, get you an apple, and that kind of helps pep you up until you get home. Because if you're like me, when you get home, it's like you wasn't tired at all. So and that knocks out another fruit. Now the fruits is in the purple. I've had one in my shake, one during my morning snack, and then if I get another one after lunch, that knocks out my fruits. I'm done with the fruits for the day. So like I said, and 1 apple qualifies for 1 fruit. A banana will qualify. I don't like to go with the same thing. Like if I've had grapes and strawberries in the morning, I don't go with the same thing in the afternoon because that makes me get burnt out too quick. But that's what I'll do. Now again, as far as the evenings, I've still got 1 protein, which is meat, and 1 veggie, which is green, and I usually finish that out in the evening during supper time. And there you go. You've got your whole day. A lot of times I kind of wing it and go start fixing my stuff in the mornings, but this week I'm trying to do a little bit better with that and do my salads and my fruits and everything, get it all separated and try to get through at least half a week. I don't know if I can do the whole week because I like fresh fruit and fresh veggies. So I don't know if I'll do all week or just a half a week. But anyway, this was just a real quick video. It was supposed to be a quick video, but it turned out to be a little longer than that. But I hope it's informative for you, and I hope it helps. If you have any kind of questions, or if you think it's if you think that you want to try to change it up, do something a little different, that's fine. You don't have to go with salad. I just like salads. You can fix you some steamed veggies and something baked. You can fix anything that's in this book is recipes. I mean, you've got recipes in here. You can fix any of that, and it'll tell you what qualifies as what. Also, through the website, there is a cookbook that goes along with this program called Fixate. There's a lot of recipes in there, and it gives you the color codes of what. And I have some that I have copied to my phone and to my laptop that tells you what the color codes, which what you can do and with all that good stuff. But anyway, if you have any other questions or anything, let me know. If you need me to do another video doing something completely different than salad and what I just did, let me know that too. Again, this is just informative, just to kind of give you an idea and why I call it the Build-A-Meal. Just let me know if you have anything.